Go. How's it going, chat? The one person that's watching me, can you hear me? Is the audio okay? Hey, Shed. How's it going, bub? Oh, yeah, what you eating? Hopefully not 22 tacos like below average Utah dad. Starting to get some people in here now. How's it going, everybody? Jump into the chat. Let's talk. You like guns? You're in the right place. Ain't nothing wrong with chicken. To everybody else that's in here, if this is your first time checking me out, feel free to go check out some of my videos. If you like the content, like and subscribe. Working my way to 1,000 right now. Shed, is anybody else on right now? On live? Can you hear me, Shed? Is my audio working? Okay. How's it going, everyone? Everybody watching, type in your EDC. I'm curious to see what everybody carries every day. Yeah, Shed, I can do that. Let me, never done this before, so add as moderator. Do you want to be a managing moderator or a standard moderator? Okay, remove chats, put in time. Okay, so I'll put you as a standard moderator. Look at you. You just got promoted. Got any plans for the weekend? People popping in, double tap that screen, subscribe if you like guns. Check out my channel. Jump in the chat, y'all. Let's chat. A Boker AK-47, like collapsible stock and stuff, like a truck gun. Oh, Boker knife. I got you. I got a I got a Boyd knife that I won at a NWTF banquet. I carry that on me every day. It's nothing fancy. It holds its edge very well though. But I beat the crap out of my knives. What's up, Jesus? How you doing, bub? Good to see you guys in here. D unit. Sorry you feel that way, man. D Unit, if you're still in here, what do you consider a cool gun? I guess he just popped in the chat just to say that. Gotta love people. Jesus, Shed. I'm gonna be doing a video here probably in the next couple of days. I'm probably gonna start a poll at some point. I'm looking to broaden my horizons a little bit and get another pistol. You guys know that I'm a Smith and Wesson fanboy, but I'm actually thinking about buying a Glock. But I've got three of them that I want, and I really don't know which one to get first. So uh, Glock 21, because I would like a 45, and then a Glock 17 or a Glock 19. What do you guys think? Buddy of mine has a Glock 21 that he let me borrow for my 100 subscriber video, and I fell in love with it. Okay, okay. My go-to Smith and Wesson model. My carry is the Smith and Wesson M&P uh, metal. It's aluminum lower and with the stainless upper. I've got a Vortex Defender XL red dot, and then a TLR1 Streamlight. That's my everyday carry. I've got like 2,000 rounds through that and not a single malfunction. Actually, I'll be honest with you. I've got uh, the original Gen 1 shield and then the Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 metal, and then I have the Easy 9mm, and neither one of those has had a malfunction. What size? It's the 4.5 inch. I would consider it a full size gun. It's pretty beefy, but I use don't puke whenever I say this, but because I know that there's a lot of bullcrap going on with it. But I use this T-Rex Arms sidecar holster with it, and that claw works really well. So I can carry that with just a T-shirt, and you can't even tell I have it on me. Yeah, and Jesus, the only 45 that I have a Ruger S45, and I'll be honest with you, I hate it. Yeah, I think the T-Rex holsters are really good too. I really, my opinion on that whole debacle with Luke and all that, like, I appreciate companies that have moral values and stuff, but whenever it comes to stuff like this, I really only care if the product is good. And T-Rex Arms makes a really good product. So I'll continue to get from them. I like We the People as well. The We the People inside the waistband holster was the first one I ever got. And I really like that duty holster that I got for my core belt. Yeah, and I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen with quality and stuff after all of this. I don't really think anything, but never know. Oh man, I love it. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much for talking me into that. So, because other than T-Rex Arms, the only other company that I'd really had any experience with was We the People, and I know that they have duty belts as well. So I was looking at those, and I've heard about Core beforehand. I just didn't really look into it, but after watching some reviews and then what you told me and showing me yours, I'm really glad I went with it. It's so comfortable. It's crazy. Like you can carry so much weight and it feels like almost weightless. I'm really excited for this fall. Start doing some competitive shooting. Really test it out. So, but as far as like drills and stuff like that, which I do all the time, dust covers getting one sent to him. Like, did Core is Core doing a deal with him? Yeah, yeah. I think I was in that live whenever I heard him say that. So I actually, after I ordered mine, Jesus, was it you that told me to reach out to them because they do help out smaller YouTube channels by doing stuff like that? Somebody did. So I decided to send them an email and send them a link to my channel and stuff and explain what I do and, um, kind of seeing what we could do in the future. And they said that um, to let my channel get a little bit bigger and to touch base with them again. So, yeah, yeah, it really was sad. Sad to see him go. Has anybody heard from him, like at all? It worries me that he just like literally shut down everything. It came out of nowhere. I'm hoping maybe down the road we can see him again. That'd be good. Okay. Well, that's good. I hope to see him around again. So whenever it comes to that, can you just like temporarily disable your YouTube account, or did he like delete it? So if he has to, if he comes back, you'll have to start over. Mm. So Jesus, do you do competitive shooting and stuff? You ever thought about it? I mean, I like a friendly competition just as much as anybody else, but more so doing it just to for further training to better my skills as a shooter. Yeah, I didn't know anywhere around me that did it either, but I don't know if you know FV Ordnance. He touched base with me and helped me out, so it actually wasn't too difficult to find. But I actually wanted to show you something. So I bought this kit. So whenever I do start my shooting competitions, I've got this is a chest rig, and you just mount your GoPro on that, so that way you can get a lower perspective. Um, but I'll probably end up using this one instead. This is the head mount. So any of the videos you see on my range where you see my perspective, I usually use this. It's just a headband. I look like an absolute idiot whenever I use it, but I don't care. Nobody can see on the backside of the camera, so I'll be here, Shed. Yeah, yep, I probably should. Jesus, you want to be a moderator? Yeah, I like those ones too, but I don't know what ones those are. Like, I'm pretty sure you have to look through the camera. All right, Jesus, I'm going to make you a moderator as well. Who does? Because I'm kind of going in blind. I mean, I've watched videos and stuff, but like, to be honest with you, I'm actually kind of nervous just because with the state of Illinois, um, man, they really suck when it comes to this kind of stuff, and I don't know how restrictive the competitive shooting stuff is. Oh, Ammo Alchemist. Okay. Y'all have to hit him up. D-Dog Tactical. I've never heard of him. To everybody else jumping into the chat, feel free to jump into the conversation. Double tap that screen, like the stream, and feel free to go check out some of my other videos. If you like it, subscribe. Does he still have a YouTube channel? If so, I'll take a look at it. Actually, I'm going to grab my book real quick. I'll write that down. Don't worry, YouTube. I'm not reaching for a gun. All right, I'll write it down. D-Dog Tactical. Why did he leave the chat? Hey, Jacob. Welcome to the stream. How we doing today? I think so. Is that one of the companies that Overton likes to use? It was one of the bigger YouTubers that I thought said something about Arkin. I'm pretty sure it was him. Still haven't shot it yet. I've actually so I know I posted a video yesterday. I just got that Ruger 5.7 and I haven't shot it yet. I've got my 17 HMR that I just got. I haven't shot it yet. Um, I've got an AR in the safe. I haven't shot it yet. Yeah, I'm pretty bad about that. I've been really busy here lately. I've had like just enough time to make some peddly little videos, but that's about it. Yeah, Jesus, that's actually what that is. That's a Savage. It's got a Weaver 3x9 on it. Ain't nothing crazy. Sardor, how many walkers have you killed? None yet. None yet. Not saying that I'm not ready to do so though, if the end of the world happens. Although knowing my luck, I'd probably just get bit like right off the bat. My cult python, I don't have one. Uh, arms room, and then maybe it was you. I'm getting one. He asked about the 8 inch, and I just suggested the 6 inch because I think that the 6 inch looks better. I would love to have one though. Yeah, thank you, Sardor. Jesus loves you too. Yeah, I actually think it is too. And to be honest with you, just like Arms Room said, I think I kind of fell in love with it because of that show. I mean, it's just a sexy revolver. I mean, there is not a bad angle on that gun. It is just a beautiful piece of art. Yeah, yeah. To be honest with you, if I ended up finally getting one, that'd probably be my main reason too. I'd even get a nice leather outside the waistband holster like his, and I would just carry that around my property while I took care of my stuff. Well, to be honest with you, Jesus, I work in a metal shop, so I usually look like him in season two, 5 days a week anyway. And the only revolver that like I think is cool, but I would never own just because I don't know, it's the recoil is ridiculous. I've shot one and I kind of feel it's just a useless revolver just because it's so hard to handle. Is the 500 Smith and Wesson. It those kick ridiculously. I would love to see anybody like just chamber dump that. So Jacob, um, your best bet is to go to a gun shop or something and look through some. If you have astigmatism and stuff, sometimes red dots, you'll get those rays, almost like looking at stoplights and stuff, and it can make the window kind of distorted. Green dots are a little easier to look at. So, me personally, I don't have that problem, so I use a red dot. I can pick up the red dot easy, but chances are, like Jesus said, probably a green dot. I need a 44 mag revolver in my life. I already have the 44 mag or 44 mag lever action. Nice. I actually want to get a 357 Henry. So I've got my little 22 over there, and I love it. That was actually my full-time varmint gun until I got the 17 HMR. I'll definitely be using that now. Yeah, Jesus, I've got a. I I wonder if you've heard of this company. I've got this on my shotgun. You ever heard of Viridian? This is a green dot, and I've got it on my Mossberg. I like it a lot. It's the only green dot I own. The only thing I don't like about it is it's not shake awake. You actually have to manually turn it on, and it doesn't automatically turn itself off either. So that's the only downside of it. Siley. Is that the brand? Yeah, I've never heard of that either. Oh, and I just seen your previous message. Your 44 is a Marlin, which is awesome. I love those two. Is it a top eject? And then whenever I got my Henry, I thought about getting the Golden Boy, but then I read a lot on Reddit. Uh, Keeping that brass clean is a chore. I actually like Shake Awake. So this is the one that I have on my Smith& and Wesson M&P 2.0, and I actually ended up getting the 8 MOA dot. So, but this is Shake Awake. Now, whenever I carry it, it's pretty much on all the time. It never turns off, but at night it does. Hey, what's up, FV? Good to see you. Yeah, Jesus, please do. I'd love to see it. How's your day been, FV? Yeah, Jacob, go with your instincts on that. If you can pick up green better, use green. Nobody knows your eye better than you. So, uh, me personally, as far as target acquisition, my eyes automatically pick up the red dot a lot easier than the green dot for me. So, but that's just me. Which actually, uh, so my ARs, I've got the Strike-Fire 2 red dot and green dot on that. You can change the color of it, and then I actually really like that. So me, I feel like at nighttime I pick up green really easily, but during the day, especially being around the greenery, the trees, and stuff like that. I really struggle to pick up that green dot, so I like red. So, but that's why I chose a green dot for my shotgun, because my shotgun would be my home defense gun. And, you know, 99% of the time, the home invasions happen at night. So that's why I chose a green dot for it. The Better Connor. Do I own any guns? Nope, not a single one. All those are airsoft. But in all seriousness, yes. Yes, I do own guns. What about you? Do you own any? Do you own any? All right, cool. Thanks, Jesus. I'll check it out after the stream. I'm actually using my phone. Also, to everybody that's in here, uh, be sure to double tap that screen, like the stream, and go check out some of my other content. If you like it, be sure to subscribe. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers right now. It is all gun content here, nothing else. Over now, just laid down. It was hot. Glad it's Friday. You mean today's your Friday? Are you off tomorrow? It ain't Friday yet, man. Guns scare me. You can't trust them. First time you turn your back, whammo, bent right over a chair. Long story short, eat more ice cream. Uh, hey, Seth, welcome to the stream. So, what's the deal with your state's AR-15 law? You can't buy them. Like, not just AR-15s in general. It's all semi-automatic rifles. The only one that I know of that is legal in the state of Illinois. Now, there's a couple companies that make some state compliant ones, but I just wouldn't spend the money on them. But the SKS is considered legal because it doesn't have a pistol grip. It's got a fixed mag and it's 10 rounds. But yeah, I mean, you can't get AKs, AR-15s, nothing. We are on a 10 round magazine limit. Luckily, PMag makes they look like 30 round magazines, but they're just 10 rounds. It sucks. There's been a lot of push though, so hopefully maybe we can get them back. Yeah, ordnance, the M1 carbine is legal, but I do believe that those come with a 20 round mag, and so we can't have those. So as long as you can get it and then also have 10 round mags, you should be fine on that. I'm in bed, ain't no thing but a wake up. It's a good way to look at it, ordnance. Good way to look at it. Jesus, I'm not going to say that I haven't done that. Here, Jesus. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Can't tell you how many people that do that, to be honest. Which my county has already done stated that they're not going to enforce it. It's unconstitutional. The greatest state on earth? Are you talking about Texas? Only if he knew someone in Wisconsin. Yes, I know. I know. Trust me, man, if it wasn't for my dad and my job, I'd already be out of here. So, but um, I gotta pick my battles here. I got things going too good here just to uproot because of the Second Amendment. As much as I love the Second Amendment, if I didn't have my family, like my girls and my fiance, yeah, heartbeat, I'd be out of here. So, but I got to look out for them. But I do know that there are 35 counties that are wanting to separate from Illinois and go to Indiana, which I would be cool with too, because Indiana is also pro gun. Shed, I'm in Illinois, the worst state to be in. Oh, I'm exaggerating there. The second worst state to be in as a gun tuber. So actually, a lot of people automatically think California, but if you look at the gun laws and how the bans and stuff have been put in place, Hawaii is number one, Illinois is number two, California is number three, New York is number four, and Colorado is working its way up really quick too. Air shows are sweet. I love air shows. And yeah, our toll roads are out of control. I can't tell you how many times I've received stuff in the mail for them saying that uh, I blew through toll booths and stuff. It's all a scam. It's a big deal in Illinois. Like I get emails, text messages, stuff in the mail, and they just issue out warnings saying that it's all a scam. Don't fall for it. I've never been ripped that hard since like my 10th Diddy party. Yeah, motherfucker pretty much got away with it too. Look up EAA Oshkosh. What is that? Oh yeah, yeah. To be honest with you, like, okay, I really don't talk politics at all. I'll talk gun politics 100%, but anything else I usually stay away from. But the election, if you look at all the counties and like who they voted for, red or blue, the whole state of Illinois was red, except for Peoria and Chicago. Even our state's capital, Springfield, was red. It's all because of Chicago is the reason why we're screwed. You guys have the largest air show in the United States. I didn't know that. FE, have you ever experienced a sonic boom? I love them. It is like so surreal. I went to the one outside of Scott Air Force Base, and we had an F-18 fly by, and he just broke the sound barrier. It's like the most American thing ever, I swear. And you really don't see other countries do this. Now, maybe I just don't ever see it, but like between our air shows, um, I really like the military parade that we did this year. I think that should actually start to be a thing. I like that idea, but like military parades, air shows, all these gun tubers and stuff. Uh, that is like such a fantastic deterrent to any foreign adversary. F-35s are cool. I'd like to see a B-2, and I would love to see an A-10 Warhog. That's like the pinnacle of American patriotism. And yeah, ordnance best is whenever you can see the waves. So how it worked for him is he was coming into a dive and he pulled up real hard, and I mean he was probably like a mile away, but you could see him come down, and then he flew straight over the top of us, and it only seemed like a couple hundred feet, but like a couple hundred feet past us when he finally broke the sound barrier. And yeah, watching that ripple, I don't know, it just kind of looks like it defies science. It's cool. Jacob, are you in Illinois too, or do you just know a lot about our crappy politics? Welcome back, Shed. Oh, also, I want all your guys' opinions real quick because I bought that Ruger 57. I have never shot a 57. And of course, I've never owned a 57, so this is my very first one. But I want some ammo recommendations because I've read up that some 57 uh, manufacturers can be a little finicky. So, like, I'm not looking to break the bank, but I also don't want to get cheap stuff either. So, if you guys have any recommendations, I would love to hear them. And yeah, the FN stuff was one of the ones that they said that can be a little finicky. I'm unfamiliar with that cartridge relatively, but Federal always makes good stuff. Hornady as well. Yeah, I use Federal for pretty much everything of mine. My 9 mil is Federal. Uh, my 5.56 and 223 is Federal. I do get Hornady match for my CZ65 Creed. Um, other than that, I get like Browning for my 45. I get CCI Mini Mag hollow points for my 22. And then I just, so there was one of the gun shops local to me was running a cheap deal on 12 gauge. And so I got a crap ton of double up buck Winchester X Hot. So, oh, good, Jacob. I'm happy for you. Don't ever come here. I've never been to Alabama though. I'm sure it's beautiful. Have I been to Rock Island Armory? No, I have not. Where's it at? So my 17 HMR, I got just some Hornady VMAX. To be honest with you, it was probably the most highly talked about uh, cartridge or brand for that. So who produces the cartridge for Fabric National? I have no idea. I'm 100% a greenhorn when it comes to that 5.7. I don't know anything about him. I just know that um, well, I was since I'm a Smith and Wesson fan, I was looking at the M&P, but I watched Honest Outlaws comparison video of the PSA, the Ruger, and the M&P and the FN, and um, overall, the Ruger did the best as far as price, reliability, magazine capacity, all that. So I was happy with my purchase, at least for now. I don't know. I'll get it out on the range and throw some lead and make that decision myself. The Max is a great bullet for fast moving stuff. That's what I load in my 50 grain 223. Awesome. Yeah, well, I mean, that's how the 17 HMR thrives is with velocity. So I heard that VMAX is fantastic for that. And actually, what sold me on it is I had some possum problems, and my buddy brought over his 17 HMR, and he shot one and like hit it right in the head. And the amount of damage that little round did, it just won me over. I knew right then and there that I wanted a 17 HMR. That 22 is going to end up collecting dust now. Rock Island is in northern Illinois. State's Test and Develop Center for all small arms. Oh, cool. Briefly look surprised. Buffalo doesn't do 5.7. FV, yeah. Yep, I heard that too. Well, I mean, it's such a small round, but where I'm at, like I'm so tree wrapped and stuff, I usually don't have that problem. In Jesus, I have 7.5. And so there was like this old abandoned driveway. I don't know. I didn't build this place or anything. This house was already here. But there was like this old abandoned driveway leading out of the property, and I don't know if there was like an old shed or a barn back there. It looked like somebody had thrown some junk, and the junk is still there. I haven't moved it, but it's so overgrown you can barely see it. Um, so I cleaned all that out and made that my firing range. So I've got 125 yards, which is good enough. That CZ 65 Creed, uh, I've got a buddy of mine. He's got about a 500-yard pasture, and I would like to go out there and actually put it to the test. So I only have it sighted in at 100 yards right now. Guys, I know Hunt Yodi was 17 HMR. Really? I mean, I could see it, but I feel like there are better options in my opinion. All right, FB, good night. Thanks for jumping into the stream. Catch you later. Appreciate all of you jumping into the stream and chatting with me. I really had a long, busy, crappy day. This is a good end to it. My neighbor, who actually just he lives like 400 yards from me. Um, really cool guy. He comes out and uses the range from time to time, and he's got an AK with an FRT. That's the first time I ever experienced a force reset trigger. It's awesome. Nice fam, got 4. Luckily, we're out in the middle of nowhere. 40-acre forest, safe for me to pew. Awesome. Yeah, I couldn't handle living in town. Well, for one, I just uh, the indoor ranges around here, like you can't practice draws and stuff. You always got to keep your gun pointing down range and stuff. Which I mean, I understand it's common etiquette, but um, there's a lot more to training with a firearm than just like this. I would like to be able to practice draws and reloads and practice. So I started doing this now because I did a video the other day and I had to buy some snap caps, but I have been grabbing my ammo can and I'll take live ammunition along with these snap caps and I won't look at it and I'll just load and these will randomly get put in there and I won't know in what order, and that helps me practice uh, my bump rack. So, because I mean, since I run badass Smith and Wessons, they never jam on me. so it's kind of hard to practice it. So far, the only gun, sorry, two guns, the only two guns out of all of the rounds that I've shot out of them. Uh, the SR-45, I actually had to send in because the first 4 rounds of a magazine, it would malfunction and then it would run fine. They replaced the guide rod and the recoil spring. They buffed the ramp. It seems to be doing okay now, but I still don't trust it. And then my FEG P9R, which is a Browning high power clone-ish, uh, unless you run 147 grains in that, you'll catch a malfunction every once in a while. It likes to stovepipe. I think your TV stand matches my reloading bench. Yeah, my TV stand is actually a record player. So underneath all the guns and stuff, pretty much right where the shotgun is, there's a seam right there, and that whole thing lifts up, and there's a record player in it. The corrugated wood, that's speakers. Yeah, I really don't care. This is just a man cave. It doesn't have to look pretty. It serves a purpose. Lived in Warsaw, Indiana. Couldn't enjoy my stuff. Restrictions. Can you enlighten on the restrictions? Because with um, pretty much all of Southern Illinois wanting to go to Indiana, I'm curious. I'd like to know what we're getting into. I mean, it can't be any worse than Illinois, but still. I haven't looked into Indiana's gun laws. I know that they don't have an AR ban or anything. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I only went to the public range one time, and that was to do my concealed carry class, and it's not for me. We had some people in that class that should never own a gun, I swear. They give that concealed carry license to anybody. Anybody else that's in here, be sure to double tap that screen. Check out my content if you like it. Hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. Also, jump into the chat. There was one in Tri-County. Mentone had a pistol range, but that's it. Warsaw area and clubs for the next option. Yeah, we do have a country club that has like a long range and stuff. I haven't looked into it. It's actually not too far from me. It's only like 5, 6 miles. But I mean, with me having my own range, I just never messed with it. But I'm pretty sure that they do like clay pigeon shooting and stuff too. So, so Jacob, are you an AR guy or an AK guy? Which one do you prefer? If you ever visit Utah, there's this really badass indoor range you got to go to. Enlighten me. What makes it badass from typical indoor ranges? And then also, Jacob, I have a question for you since you were in Indiana. Did you ever go to Top Gun in Terre Haute? Clay Pigeons indoor range? Wow, that's crazy. That place must have been big. That's super cool. No M855 or HPs. Couldn't use your. You couldn't use your suppressor? That's like backwards, in my opinion. That's wild. Suppressors are voodoo around here. Hopefully the NFA gets abolished, but I still support that and I push it and I call my senators and all that, but uh, nothing's going to change here. So we have to get Pritzker out of office if we want to have anything change here as far as that's concerned. Because even if they consider the NFA unconstitutional and like it just pretty much being a registry now, um, it ain't gonna matter because Pritzker will still outlaw suppressors and all that crap here. Which, speaking of M855, we can't even get green tips or anything here. The only thing that we can get here are hollow points and full metal jacket. Couldn't use your binary either. I think it's dumb that they can pick and choose what you can use. I mean, I could understand the rounds because of their berm and stuff. Some of them aren't rated, but like as far as binary triggers or suppressors, any kind of muzzle device, like they shouldn't be able to regulate that, in my opinion. Thinking about it. Oh, good for you, Jacob. How much land you got? Got enough to have a decent range? It is a charade. This is the one that I carry on my core essentials. See, try to get that to where it'll focus. I'm a sucker for full tang knives. I'm not a huge fan of mechanical knives, but I haven't sharpened this thing in a while. I'm also not I'm not like a huge knife person. Um, I mean, I definitely appreciate quality knives, um, but I really don't. I'm not as savvy when it comes to knives and brands and stuff as I am with guns. I deal with a lot of metal and stuff at my job, and I know good steel, so I usually just pay attention to that. uh, 1095 for this. My Boyd knife, though, the one that I carry on me every day, I don't know what that one's made of. I haven't looked that one up. I didn't when I won that at a banquet. No, no experience with M390. But my job does mess with AR 400, AR 500. Um, we mess with um, 347 stainless, 316, 304, 7075 aluminum, 5052 aluminum. Man, this thing was dull as shit. But this thing won't even cut paper. Yikes. Yikes. Nope. Wow. 4 acres on the property, forest area. Sucks about the green tip thing. They ban items. Yeah, yeah. 4 acres is a good lot. Hell yeah. And yeah, it does suck about the green tips because I mean, I would like to just be able to buy that stuff and store it. I definitely wouldn't just dump it downrange. No 6061 T6. No. I tell you what, though. So we use the AR 400 and AR 500, and the stuff we make. Sometimes you have to roll material, and that stuff really sucks to do that. You have to roll that stuff in very small increments because that'll crack and break and shatter so easily. No, no, I'm not an engineer. I do deal with a lot of engineers though, and some of them are royally retarded. Hey Johnny, how's it going? Welcome to the stream, man. All restrictions barred. What is your dream rifle and or pistol? My dream rifle, I would love to have like, all right, call sign, like any rifle or civilian. Any. Uh, I would like to have, man, that's a freaking tough one. Hold on, let me think on that. An M110, like a real M110. Either that or an M4A1, but I'd probably go M110. The SVD would be sick too. What about you, call sign? Oh wait, I didn't finish your question. You also said pistol. I actually have the pistol. Well, no, I take that back. I mean, the metal's fantastic. I love that pistol, but I would love to have the new Smith and Wesson M&P Spec V. So, but can't have those in Illinois. Maybe one day. But that Spec V looks sick. Threaded barrel, flared magwell, ported. optic ready. It's all steel. I do believe that they come stock with an Apex trigger. Don't quote me on that. Only like $60,000. Yeah. I don't know what it is about the M4A1. For one, I'm a sucker for that fixed front sight post. It's so aesthetically pleasing to me. Plus, I'm a sucker for co-witnessing. I like that option. So I've got one that has that. It's not an M4A1 though, but I try to make it look as close as possible. Do need a proper long action bolt gun. So uh, I really like my CZ 600 Alpha, but I wish I would have done just a little bit more research. That gun, there's nothing wrong with it. It runs fine. But CZ has a different version of that, and it's I think it's called the Trail, and it's a little bit more tactical, and it's got a fluted bolt, and it's got like a cheek riser, and yeah, it's just a lot more my style, I guess. Should have got it instead. Yeah, I just looked at some class 3 stuff. Well, Shed, it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. Call sign, I could agree on one side and disagree on the other. So I think CZ is very well rated for their pistols. But as far as anything that's not a pistol, 100% agree with you. They are very underrated. The trigger on that is the best trigger I've got in my collection. That is an insanely crisp trigger. I'd still rather have an M4A1. Yeah, they are. Call sign. They're. I really want their CZ Shadow too. That's such a beautiful pistol. As long as there's no restrictions, full auto M60 mounted on the Black Hawk helicopter. Shit. I'll take an Abram. Johnny, I'd take an A10 or maybe that new uh, SR72. Was it Black Star or something like that? It's the one that's supposed to be replacing the SR71. Little birds are awesome. If you like Vietnam era stuff, Johnny, have you checked out Arms Room? He's in our Signal chat. You got to go check out his channel. He's got a lot of Vietnam era stuff. Ooh, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Yep. Yeah, Johnny, I've got an SKS. It's on the right-hand side of the screen, just left of the American flag shadow box. I still haven't bought a damn red dot for it yet, though. Shed, I'm not too familiar with tanks. I just the Abrams just look sick to me. Shed, are you a knife guy? If so, well, actually, any of you guys knife people, because I want suggestions on a good knife sharpener. Gerber strong arm, the Work Sharp. Yeah, a knife sharpener. Price, I would say like $100 and down, to be honest with you. I don't want to spend too much. And then style, I don't want to use a whetstone. I did see those ones where you set the knife at a degree and you roll it. Thought about those. And then, anything like this, but better. You're dead to me. Someone else can help you on that. Why? What were you going to recommend, Shed? See you, Jacob. Thanks for stopping in, man. Work sharp, precision adjust. more skill, more suffering. That's what makes things better. Well, between a rambunctious house full of kids and working all the time, like I have just enough time to hang out with you crazy people on YouTube and make videos and do practice drills and stuff. I don't want to have to learn another trick after getting a fancy knife sharpener. I'd rather try to just make it as easy as possible. I'm not looking to shave my hair, sharpen up the field dress and uh, use if I have to in a defense situation. Which, if I have to use a knife in a defense situation, I'm pretty screwed. Right. Oh, wasn't a bad one. All right. Holy crap! It's 9:45 already. Well, hey, gentlemen, I think I might go on ahead and end this stream. I gotta be up in a few hours. Time flies. Wasn't even paying attention to time. So I appreciate all of you coming in and chit chatting with me. Uh, any new people that are in here, be sure to subscribe and check out my other content. Working on our way to 1,000 subs. So, Shed, Jesus, Johnny, Jacob, I'll catch y'all later. All right. Peace out.